Hey everyone, happy Easter. I am going to take you along for a DoorDash ride along today, just a couple hours to boost up my active time. And I thought I would take you along with me. No real goals today. I've already made my monetary goal for the week, just trying to get a couple more active hours before the week's end and, make a little bit of extra money. But I do have a special guest today. She has ridden around with me a couple times while I'm out delivering over the last 4 years, but not very regularly. And I coaxed her to come out with me today. So my daughter Kimani,
hi guys,
is here along with me today for my DoorDash shift. Like I said, we don't have anything specific planned for the day. Just gonna get a couple of orders in, and it's good to have some conversation while I'm out delivering. So introducing my daughter, maybe you'll see her again in the future, maybe not. It is 10:30 a.m. So let's get this shift started. Well, that was super fast. Turned on my app and got an order immediately. It's a great one. We're going shopping, 4 items, 4.9 miles, $15.50. Somebody probably needs some Easter goodies, and I'm about to go get them, so headed off to Bel Air. Easy 4-item shop, 2 sausage, 1 hot links, and some English muffins. All right, all shopped for Jordan, headed off to drop off, 11 minutes away. Are you ready?
let's get it.
Let's go. All right, so got the first grocery order dropped off, and I put myself on pause. I'm not exactly in a neighborhood that I want to pick up any fast food orders from. So I'm gonna drive back a little bit, about a mile, just over to where there's grocery stores and a little bit better selection of restaurants. As you can see, the sun is out. It is a beautiful Sunday in Sacramento today. So we are going to head back in this direction and wait for our second order. Alrighty, order number 2. I was right by KFC when this order popped up. $10 for 4.9 miles. See if you can see. Can't really see it in the background, but I think she's gonna wait in the car. I'm gonna go grab the chicken. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
A few moments later.
Okay, order secure. 12 minutes away from the customer. All right, so we're headed to the KFC drop-off about 12 minutes away. And I'm gonna put my daughter on the spot and ask her a couple of impromptu questions, hopefully if she's okay with that.
Fire away.
So if you had to give your best opinion on the following 2 questions, let me roll out my window. What do you think is my favorite thing or favorite part about gig work, about delivery? What do you think I like the best about it?
I think, well, 1, she makes her own hours and is in charge of her own schedule. And 2, I would say, I think, even though I think this is more so having to do with when you were driving people around, I think that it allows you to be a little more extroverted because you're interacting more with people, and regardless of whether it's the person you're delivering it to or the people at the restaurants. So
Okay.
You're wanting to engage with people.
So
I'd say those are the 2.
Okay, so making my own schedule, making my own hours, and basically customer service, interacting with people.
Oh, and mural walks.
She knows I love art, so
Yeah.
and I will say that I've talked about that before on this channel too, just having the freedom of being out in the wild while I'm working and being able to take advantage of my surroundings for sure. So good. So 2, what do you think I like least about gig work or delivery work?
What you like least? Bad customer service in the restaurants.
Can you give an example?
I would say delayed wait times and management coming up with excuses as to saying, like, your order's gonna take 5 minutes and it's not out for like 20 minutes and you're waiting. You're just given false information and then it makes you late to the customer.
Yes. So basically, to sum that up, she's saying one of my favorite things about gig work is good customer service, and one of my least favorite things about gig work is bad customer service. And I've talked about this on my channel before, but if you're new here or you didn't catch it before, prior to gig work, I was kind of a customer service manager, guys. I trained and managed a city, a government customer service team. So customer service is huge to me. Obviously, my daughter knows me well. But yeah, customer service is such a big deal. And I know a lot of people who are in gig work don't focus on customer service as much as I think they should, but a lot to do with being successful in the gig economy is providing good customer service, in my opinion. So anyway, we're headed to drop off number 2. It is a little bit of a distance away. It actually takes me right outside of my downtown zone. So I may dash in this other zone or I may work my way back. I'm not quite sure yet. But headed to customer number 2. Thank you, Kimani, for your input. And let's keep the wheels turning. Headed back to Bel Air for a $9 shop, 6 items, 2.5 miles. Right down the street from Bel Air now. So headed there to pick up these 6 items. Alrighty, Bel Air dropped off, and I am on my way to Smart and Final. I rejected an order from Smart and Final because I mentioned in my last video I created a set of personal metrics, and I'm not doing any shop and delivers for under $7.50. So I rejected a Smart and Final order. That's this one. Oh. And then I immediately got another Smart and Final order. So much better, so much more worth my time. $19, 5.7 miles, 12 items. I'm about 5 blocks away from the Smart and Final, and the drop-off is on the north side of the neighborhood that I live in, which is Natomas. So this will probably finish out my day, this 12 item shop. Headed to Smart and Final now and about to go get this shop for. Smart and Final is probably going to be my last order of the day. I got that shopped. We're 10 minutes.
In 1 mile. Turn right on Truxell Road.
10 minutes away from the customer drop-off for a $19 order. And I wanted to check back in with my daughter Kimani because she did something for the very first time yesterday. We worked on our taxes. And I will say, for me personally, this is the first year that I have had 5 different companies that I needed to claim on my taxes. And so Next year I'll actually have 6 because I added a new catering company in February. But this year I had 5, so it did make the calculations a little more interesting. But for my daughter, this is the first year that she filed her own taxes. So what did you think about it? Was it more difficult than you thought? Did they ask more? We did it through TurboTax. This is not sponsored, but I do highly recommend TurboTax if you are thinking about filing your own taxes, because if you're an independent contractor, they do step you through the process. But my daughter's a W-2 employee, so her questions were obviously different. So what did you think of the process?
Well,
lean in a little bit.
As a first-time person doing taxes, it wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna take. I feel like normally people hype it up to be like this thing that everyone dreads doing. But granted, it's my first time doing it. But it seems pretty simple, straightforward. I had a few questions with stuff I didn't understand, but luckily my mom's a good resource for me. But it felt like a milestone for me doing it. I don't really have like huge thoughts, just like, oh.
So as a mom, it definitely felt like a milestone for me as well, to be the mother of a daughter that's old enough to file her own taxes.
I'll be 20 in a few days, y'all.
Yeah, we'll be celebrating. We will be celebrating the end of an era. The end of our teenage years is coming to an end in a couple of, well, about a week, a little bit over a week. So yeah, taxes. Hopefully everyone out there in the gig world is having a good time with their taxes, getting all that filed. And I know for me, I like to do it myself. I consider myself a numbers person. My daughter's definitely a numbers person as well. So no real issues. We got everything pretty much filled out. We just haven't clicked the submit button yet. That's coming up later this afternoon. So I'm gonna head and get this last delivery dropped off, and I will check back in with you when we are finished. My best friends. Okay, we are finished with our shift. My face is red. It is 68 degrees today, which is a beautiful Easter Sunday. In the 2 hours that I worked, I made yeah, she's got a sweatshirt on, so she's burning up. I made $53.50 in 2 hours, so pretty typical for a Sunday morning. You know, I do my best work at lunchtime downtown during the week. Probably gonna go grab some lunch, maybe go get a sandwich or something. So thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday, meeting my daughter, and just in general, thank you for supporting my channel. If you don't mind giving me a like, I would really appreciate it. So thank you so much again. I'm Sarah. This is Delivering with a Purpose. This is Kimani, and
K-Sonye. Follow me on Instagram _K.Sonye. And be sure to follow my mom as well.
Shameless plug. Anyway, thank you so much. This is Delivering with a Purpose, and I will see you next time.